Alright, GTAR radio station. Today we're talking about... what are we talking about today?
The drug war going on in Mexico at the moment.
Yeah, they're having a lot of these freaking, fights or battles. They have maybe like 32 people shooting at each other. One good side, one the drug lord side. And people are just getting murdered. Like, say, some of the drug lords will be with their families and they just get killed. I actually heard this one it's actually a song made out of it. It's just, they dropped off a barrel of human heads in a Mexican, market. And they were all border patrol, the Mexican border patrol. And they just didn't even know who they were. They were pretty disfigured, and it's all because of this drug war problem. So, alright, let my co-host, Bumrush Steve, talk some more about this.
Well, I mean, you can say, Mexico's not doing enough to stop this. But really, you have to turn a light on on America's side. America is being pathetically weak about stopping this. I mean, we are the ones who are responsible for Mexico, for the ability of the drug cartels to stay in business, not to mention they get almost all of their guns from the U.S.
Are you suggesting some type of war with us and Mexican drug lords?
No, I'm just saying that we should make it harder for for the cartels to get weapons.
So once again, more gun control laws. That's what everyone wants, especially here in Texas. No, we all just want gun control laws. Nobody wants them except for, I don't know, people who've had problems with guns getting shot or something. I don't know. But not many people want these gun control laws. A lot of people like it and they say it's their right, which it is. Unless you're going to say, oh, that's only for militias. Blah, blah, blah.
But it is only for militias. The right of the for a well-sustained militia in times of national defense, it is the right of the people to bear arms will not be infringed. It specifically says in militias. It specifically says militias, government-sanctioned militias.
Alright, hold on a second now. Militias. Don't you think America itself's a militia? Maybe even Texas. People were talking about annexing Texas to be its own state even. Texans stick together, Texans like their guns, and Texans will fight if they have to as a militia.
But people are dying because you just want to keep your guns. Innocent people just like you or me who just get caught up in a conflict. They don't do anything. They just get shot.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. I bet every American would say, oh, how about you give up your oil? Because people are dying for it. How about you just do that? No one's going to say. They're going to say, hell no. I'm going to keep my damn car. I'm going to drive around in a big-ass car that wastes all the fucking gas in the world. And I'm going to let those damn people die because of oil. That's one of the reasons, Michael. And I'm pretty sure you know it. And it's the same deal. So you want to give up cars? You want to give up guns? You want to give up food too somehow? What do you want to give up?
How is that the same thing? Guns are not necessary for people. Maybe 1 in every 10,000 people needs a gun. And for those people, you could make special exceptions. They could get special government licenses that say, okay, well, these extenuating circumstances show that someone's threatening your life. You need something, or you live in way outdoors, you need a gun.
Alright, hold on a second now. Do you want gun control, or do you want no guns at all to be sold?
Well, I'd like it so no guns were sold. But gun control is basically all I'm gonna get.
Okay, someone who doesn't like the government. Someone who doesn't like the government and is always complaining and stuff. The deal with guns is if you have no guns at all, the government will take over. No guns at all? Are you crazy? Are you insane?
Oh, come on. How would, geez. Why would the government try and take over? The government is already in control. The Second Amendment only specifies militias. I can go get a pocket constitution and show you that the Second Amendment only covers militias. I mean, we're in much more of a risk of a military coup de grace than we are, or a CIA coup de grace, than we are of the government taking over if the people don't have weapons.
Alright, I guess so, but I say if we don't have any weapons, we don't have any power in this damn country. We need to have weapons.
The power of the government comes from the will of the people. If the people start disobeying the government, then the government will lose its power. A government cannot function without the will of the people behind it.
Bum Rush Steve, do you like guns yourself?
Not particularly. I mean, every once in a while, but I don't really think that you should need them or even should really own them.
Alright, well, what if there were more gun control laws? What would you believe on the age that you should be able to purchase a rifle? Do you think it should stay the same, get older, younger? What do you think?
I think that age really doesn't enter into it. I think that you should be, 21. That's a responsible age. I mean, if you're old enough to drink, then you're old enough to own a gun. I mean, guns are a lot more dangerous. Well, not really, because alcohol kills more people than guns. But still, I mean, it's a slower process with alcohol.
Yes, of course. Alcohol does really do stuff. I actually had an aunt who died from drinking too much alcohol. She just kept on drinking, and then her kidneys just started getting worse, and she eventually died. But I was too young to really remember that. I think I was 1 year old when that happened. Well, still, I believe guns aren't all bad. They're not all bad. They're just what if you're in your house and someone comes in wanting to kill you? There's stuff that goes on like that, and you have no protection. If you have a sword even, or a knife or something, they can kill you. They're bigger than you, and they have a weapon. They have better likelihood of attacking and killing you. And don't even say martial arts.
And, I mean, what weapons would they be using? Would they be using a gun? If it's a lot harder to get a gun. I mean, most criminals get them through completely legal means.
What if they had a knife and they're double your size? Double your size, you have a lot more trouble attacking them.
How many people are like that are there, though? There's probably, crime rates would drop to maybe they'd be 99% lower, maybe. Violent crime rates would be probably maybe 80% lower.
Anyone and everyone can be a criminal. It's all possible. Doesn't matter what size you are. You can be Sam size, Shaquille O'Neal, or you can be the size of a midget. You can be a criminal. And if you're one of the big ones attacking a family because you're just evil, they need to have something to protect themselves against. Not with little force and weapons that they use force with. A gun will protect them.
The majority of deaths by gun are accidental deaths, killing a family member. It's not like, I'm going to use this for protection. More likely, more likely you're going to shoot a child or a family member.
The majority does not matter at all. Well, the majority of the majority of car accidents that'll kill people is like 10%. I'm still a little scared if you're driving. I don't know. It's the majority doesn't matter. It's still possible.
What do you mean the majority doesn't mean?
What if you're in the majority? What if you're in the majority?
What do you mean? What if I'm in the... What?
10% of people are going to get killed, I don't know, 5 days from now.
So you're saying, like, the majority of drunk drivers don't drive well? So the majority doesn't matter, we should let people drunk drive? Is that what you're saying?
Are you joking?
It's the same thing.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
The majority... I'm saying, if you're in that majority that's going to be killed by someone just because you don't have the protection of a gun...
No, it's not. The majority isn't killed because they don't have the protection of the gun. The majority is killed because they have the gun. The majority of deaths are caused by family members. This is GTAR Radio.
Signing off. See you guys later, YouTube.